It's easy for boys to go out with anybody they want, and they always seem to have a good time in the company of the girl they're seeing. The rest of the guys are sick of being ignored as they chase after women. The bad boy approach to attracting females may seem unconventional to some. Some of you may be embarrassed that others will judge you, while others may decide it's not worth it. But hear me out. When it comes to women, the cost is justified. Bad dudes have a special place in the hearts of women. What then do these magnetic personalities have that you don't? And what is it about them that makes women go crazy about them? I will outline the 6 tried and true methods these guys use to draw women to them like magnets. Realize that attracting any lady they want is a combination of their actions and their mindset. You need to believe certain things and develop a certain mindset if you want to use the bad boy approach to attracting ladies. Number 1. They couldn't care less if you dislike them. Toxic and defiant, bad boys are reviled by the rest of society. But they don't give a damn. They did nothing to stop the general public's animosity towards them. 90% of males just do not have this mindset, and others are even frightened to be categorized for fear of being stereotyped. They are merely selfless, whereas bad boys are self-centered. The idea of not being what society expects him to be is quite appealing to a bad boy. He does things his own way. He doesn't care what other people think about whether he's good or evil. He puts his own beliefs and development first, since he realizes that no one else's life is as important as his own. When he is alone at the end of the day, he doesn't give a hoot about what other people think. Instead, he focuses on his life and how to get ahead of the competition. A bad boy's terrible reputation can actually attract ladies. Number 2. They stick to the rules they've set for themselves. Being a bad boy is a concept that is frequently misunderstood. Not every bad boy is a bad person. The boundary between a bad guy and a bad lad is thin. A bad kid is defined by his views, ideals, and code of conduct. Even if these go against social conventions, he understands which ones are made to be broken and which ones aren't. He will stick to his morals regardless of what others think. A bad boy owns up to his mistakes and accepts responsibility for his conduct. He is aware of his shortcomings and works to rectify them. His code of conduct is more than simply bluster. His dedication to his own moral code is paramount. Women in today's society are drawn to bad boys because they are perceived as strong and independent. Number 3. They are the ones who lead the group. A nasty boy knows he is the leader because he is completely sure of it. He's not aggressive or controlling, but he's not Mr. Nice Guy either. He's completely self-absorbed, focused only on his own agenda. While he welcomes others to join him on his adventure, he ultimately sets the terms of engagement. What he deems acceptable and unacceptable, others follow. Number 4. Independent thought. Women like attractive bad boys since they are unreliant in any aspect. A wicked lad doesn't sit around and wait for things to happen to him. He goes out and makes things happen. When chance presents itself, he takes it. If it doesn't, he creates it. A wicked boy makes the most of his time on Earth by exploring the world and learning from his mistakes. They might be doing wild things and going on adventures that you see them posting about on social media. He avoids the trap of working the same 9 to 5 every day, and instead opts for something more exciting and rewarding. They brave dangers that the rest of us would rather avoid. They seek out challenges that will give them a taste of the thrill and peril that motivates them to achieve their goals. A lady would always choose a bad boy over a nice guy because the thrill of a bad boy's lifestyle never wears off. Number 5. They encourage sexual competition between women. The actions and thoughts of bad lads are always beyond anyone's wildest expectations. Mr. Nice Guy attracts female attention by pursuing them, while the bad boy makes them pursue him. He employs the technique of reverse psychology by issuing challenges to women. He does this by positioning himself as the goal of the women's pursuits. He is not a weakling who is desperately in need of help. Instead, he comes across as an influential man who is constantly on the go. When he takes on this frame of mind, ladies will exert greater effort to gain his attention, which he will inevitably reject. A wicked kid knows the value of his charisma. He puts in regular effort to improve himself, and ladies can tell it by the way he carries himself. Number 6. They allowed their self-assurance do the talking. A bad boy's self-assurance is his defining characteristic. His enormous self-assurance ensures that he will continue to make strides in his career regardless of what others may think. When he walks into a room, everyone stops what they're doing to watch him, because he considers himself superior to all others. He never brags about it. The mere sound of his voice is enough to silence any opposition. He performs things with such self-assurance that nobody can possibly question them. His skill isn't like that of a regular guy. Rather, it's that of a man of high value who is doing it for a reason. His unshakable faith in himself and his abilities sets him apart from his rivals. In the end, it's the bad boy who rises to the top of the social ladder and excels in every aspect of life. By the way, if you want to be ahead of the other 99% of guys in the world, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Until we meet again.